The human being is a center of life force, attracting some things, repelling others, according to his conceptions and belief. Universal mind differentiates into centers of life forces or atoms, which congregate with others, vibrating on a similar frequency. And it is the nature of any unit built from universal mind to attract unto itself those thought things that answer the mental vibration it exudes. We have seen that all the things of our world are nothing more or less than pure intelligence, cast into form by a concertation in the universal subconscious mind. Intelligence responds to intelligence, and thought creates vibration which inevitably attract the thing in the image. The one mind in which we all live contains an infinite number of possibilities, all of which are capable of becoming manifest in space and time when the conception has been planted in universal subconscious mind. Therefore, whatever you choose and accept must develop in your experience, for it is attracted to you by an irresistible and immutable law, a law which is in working some of the time, or occasionally, or most of the time, but every second of every minute of all the time there is. Whether we like analogy or not, we are literally praying every minute of our lives, and every single one of our prayers is answered. There is no escaping this wheel of answered thought and belief. It is the law of life. Whatever has developed in our experience has not been brought to us by luck, fate, or coincidence, but is simply a physical manifestation of our thought and belief. Whether it has brought us good or evil, it is in effect an answered prayer. Ralph Waldo Emerson wrote, "And though thy knees were never bent, to heaven thy hourly prayers are sent, and whether formed for good or ill, are registered and answered still." You are what you think, you attract what you think, your life is a product of your thought and belief, and nothing in the world can change this fact. To alter your life, the only single course open is to alter your thinking. The primal force. Since the shepherds of Asia Minor thousands of years ago discovered that the iron crooks of their wooden staffs were attracted to certain hard black stones, the world of science increasingly has come to understand that behind all form and substance in the universe is a subtle but powerful attraction. This attraction manifests the high order of design and intelligence, and science has chosen to call it the laws of nature, while religion has chosen to call it God. We, for the purpose of new definition, call it the universal subconscious mind. Studying the lines of force of a magnet, science has discovered that these lines never cross. They either repel or attract, one or the other. No matter how far a magnet is displaced from the lines of force in a free field, it will always return to its point of balance. So it is with the mind that sets up certain patterns of thought. Everything contrary to this thought is automatically repelled. Everything allied to this thought is automatically attracted. No matter how far such a mind is displaced from these things which it seeks, it will return to them as it must. For example, such a mind as has built up habits of thinking aimed at poverty or lack must inevitably create such a physical situation, no matter how much prosperity it is thrust into. If the owner of such a mind suddenly finds himself with $100,000, he will surely be dispossessed of it, and return to a state of want, directed there by the thought habits of his mind and what they are attracting for him. It is never money that makes success, it is the thinking of the man. A conditioned habit of prosperity thinking is usually ingrained on the mind of a person who is born to wealth and plenty. This habit of positive thinking in regard to money is as much a part of him as is a negation of money a part of the thinking of one who is born to poverty. As a consequence, those who are born to wealth seem to attract for the wealth of themselves effortlessly. But it is not the money that accomplishes this, it is the pattern of thinking. Similarly, those born to poverty must exercise the greatest industry and perseverance before wealth smiles on them, for they must gradually condition their minds to think positively of money before money will be manifest. Each small success that comes their way contributes to building favorable thought patterns of confidence, faith, and so finally they achieve success and prosperity, though being able to think right. The subtle but irrevocable fact is this: those things that a conscious organism believes are always returned by the universal subconscious mind. Attraction is everywhere. The proton, vibrating in pure intelligence, attracts to it electrons of such frequency and numbers as to form an atom of a particular atomic weight: hydrogen, oxygen, iron, gold, and uranium. The very earth itself exudes a magnetism that steadies the needles of compasses at sea and delicately counterbalances the centrifugal force of the earth's path around the sun. Dynamic attraction is everywhere present in the universe. Call it what you will: magnetism, polarity, electricity, thought power, moving intelligence. It is everywhere attraction. Like unto like, the thing to the image, the circumstance to the vision, the answer to the prayer. On this law and this law alone are all things constructed from the atom to the solar system. A magnet may attract iron and have no effect on aluminum, and you yourself may attract disease and repel health, but there ends a comparison between physical and mental law. For the magnet by itself cannot change its properties of attraction and repulsion, while you, by changing your thought and belief, can set up an entirely new field of magnetism and attract those very things that were repelling before. Thus, by refusing to accept ill health and attaching your beliefs to the perfectness of spirit, you may banish disease from your experience.